Subscribe to my channel Making Impossible and press the bell icon so that you don't miss any one of my upcoming videos.
Yo, what's up friends? I'm Shulazari and welcome back to Making Impossible, the channel that teaches you how to make the impossible and be the smartest person in the room. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you an amazing magic trick using a deck of cards and a die, or maybe multiple dice. This trick is absolutely for the beginners because this does not include any kind of sleight of hand, so it is also very easy to do. So without any further ado, let's start our today's video. This week's Instagram feature goes to Crazy Magician. Follow him on Instagram. Link is given in the video description.
I'll feature one lucky Instagram user every Monday in my Smack That Monday episodes. If you want your Instagram profile or page to be featured in my next Smack That Monday episode, follow the simple steps that are given in the video description. So now, let's continue.
Okay guys, here's a performance of this card trick. Now as you can see, I have this deck of cards completely mixed up, right? But still, I'm just going to shuffle this in front of you so that you don't suspect me of arranging these cards in any kind of order or something like that. Okay? So, these cards are shuffled. Now, all I want you to do is select a random playing card amongst these cards. And let's say you select this one. Okay? So, make sure you remember this card, the 9 of spades, because this is your selection. Now, I'm just going to take this card and put it back somewhere inside the deck of cards. Okay? Now I'm just going to give this deck a cut, and all I want you to do is cut this deck of cards from a certain point and don't complete it. So let's say you cut the deck of cards from here, and I'm just going to mark the cut from this point. Okay? Now all I want you to do is, I want you to take this dice in your hand and roll it on the table. So let's say you roll the dice just like that, and this is what we have landed at, right? Now we have 5 over here, and the bottom number of 5 is 2. So we are going to add these two numbers, 5 and 2. 5 plus 2 is 7, right? So we are going to just take the cards from where you cut the cards, and then we are just going to count down 7 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now remember the card that you have selected. We have counted down 7 cards which the dice gave us, and then we are going to just turn over the next card to see that this is your selected card, the 9 of spades. So that's how the card trick looks like. Let's see how you can do this card trick. Okay guys, this is how the card trick is done. Now for doing this trick, you need to know the universal fact about each and every die. Now if you add up the two opposite faces, the numbers on the two opposite faces of each and every die, it will always add up to 7. For example, we have 3 over here, and on the bottom we have 4. So 4 plus 3 is 7. Similarly, we have 5 over here, and the opposite side we have 2. So 5 plus 2 is 7. Now on this side we have 6, and on the other side we have 1. So 6 plus 1 is 7. So we are going to use that concept in order to do this card trick. So if we have 1 dice, we are just going to count or mark the 7th card from the top of the deck, and we are going to do that by while we are spreading the deck of cards for the spectator to select a random playing card. And let's say when we spread the deck of cards, we inside our mind we are actually counting the number of cards we are spreading, and on the 7th card we are pulling that card backwards using our middle finger. So we are using our middle finger to pull that card backwards, and we are still continuing with the rest of the spread. And then our spectator selects a random playing card, and all we are going to do is at this point we are going to close the entire spread except for the 7th card. So one more time, if you look at it, so we are going to just spread 7 cards at first, and then we're going to pull down 1 card, the 7th card, and then we are going to spread the rest of the cards. The spectator selects one, and we keep all these cards together, and then from the 7th card what we do is we lift the 7th card on the top, and then we push it to square it up with the top pack. So on the top pack we have 7 cards, and on the bottom we have the rest of the deck, which will be divided by the pinky. So we always maintain a pinky break between these two parts of the deck of cards. Now after the spectator has selected a playing card and they have seen it, you're just going to pretend to take this card and put it somewhere inside the deck of cards, but all you're doing is you're taking this card and putting it between the gap between the the 7 cards and the rest of the deck. So all you're doing is you're putting this card in the 8th position, and from the front it looks like that the card is going somewhere deep inside the deck of cards. And after you have pushed the card just like that, you're just going to drop the top pack. Now you have your spectator's card in the 8th position. Now all you're going to do is you're just going to give this deck a cut, a false cut, and you're going to do that by just doing like this. You're going to do a swing cut. You're going to take the top packet in your left hand, and you're going to drop the bottom packet in the bottom, and then again take the top packet and drop it on top of it. So ultimately you did nothing. You drop the top packet on top of the bottom packet, and in a full speed or in a casual motion it should look just like this, and it should look just like a proper cut. So your spectator thinks that you have cut the deck of cards, and then you're going to ask your spectator to cut the deck of cards but not complete it. So when they cut the deck of cards, you know that this is the top part and their card is on the 8th position from this part. After they have cut the cards, you're just going to take these cards and put it just like that, just like a cross on top of that, and you're going to say that I'm going to mark your cut, so that's why I kept those cards just like that. And then you're going to move this entire thing away, and then you're going to ask your spectator to roll the dice on the table. And after they have done that, all you're going to do is you're just going to add up the top face and the bottom face, and you know it will be adding up to 7. And then you're going to say to your spectator, so all we did was we selected a random playing card, we cut it, you cut the deck of cards, and then we ended up in rolling the dice. We have 2 over here and the bottom number is 5. We added both of them and it is 7. So as you stall for time, your spectator completely forgets that this is the card they have cut to, and you casually take this entire thing and you just lift up this pack and you take these cards and say that this is the part they have cut to, and they will entirely believe in it. So casually you're just going to take this and say that, so this is the part where you have cut the cards, and we have added the top number and the bottom number of the dice to be 7. So we are going to count down 7 cards, and then what you're actually doing is you're counting the top cards, you're counting down 7 cards, and the 8th card would be their selection. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the 8th card should be their selected card. Now this is how the card trick is done, but you cannot show this card trick to the same spectator again, because if the spectator sees that every time the value is 7 of the dice, he or she will know the trick, or he or she will suspect you of doing something very fishy. So if you're using multiple dices, then you might just show this card trick to that person same time, but still I just prefer to use 1 dice and show this trick just one time to a one spectator, or maybe to a bunch of spectators just for the one time. So that's how the trick is done, and that's it for the tutorial. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you did so, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Shoelazari. Also, if you have any questions, you can use the comment section for that, and don't forget to subscribe to my other channel, which is a pretty savage channel. I post funny videos over there, and the link to the channel will be given right in the description box as well as in the cards. And don't forget to smash the subscribe button of this channel if you're not a subscriber yet, and turn on the post notifications so that you don't miss my upcoming videos and my future Smack That Monday episodes. Peace.